Welcome back. It's D is for deliver. If you say you're going to do something, do it. That's how reputations are made. That's how reputations are destroyed. And that means that if something isn't going well, if you're not delivering to the level that you'd like to, then communicate that. Communicate with your client and communicate with the person who referred you so people understand. Feedback is so important. So make sure you give feedback to the person who referred you if things aren't going well. And also ask for feedback from your client, whether they are or they're not. But ultimately, make sure the feedback's positive by making sure that you deliver on your promises. If you only surround yourself with people like you, from the same background, the same gender, the same ethnic group, the same profession, the same interests, you'll get the same ideas, you'll get the same approaches. You won't find anything new that will help you innovate, drive your business or drive your career forward. I give talks across a lot of different industries, and so many of those clients turn around and say to me, our challenges are unique. We have different problems than everyone else, but they don't. They might give them a different title, but there are a small number of core problems that almost every industry faces in one way or another. If you have a diverse network, you get different approaches to help you solve those problems. So don't just stick with people like yourself. Spread your net a bit. Go and meet people with a different outlook, a different way of looking at life to you. And you'll find that it will help you find just different ways to push your career, push your business forward. Remember that dialogue is two-way. That old cliche, you've probably heard it about having two ears and one mouth and using them in that proportion, is pretty accurate. Be ready to listen and engage with people on their level. It doesn't replace interacting in person, but online networking has just mushroomed in popularity over the last decade and a half. And it really helps to be there. I would never say you have to do anything, but serious consideration should be given to what you're doing in networking in the digital space, and are you making the most of the opportunities it presents. Be alert to the way that your industry is changing. Be alert to the way that you're changing and your needs might be changing. Be alert to the way that people and the way that they interact, the way they network are changing, and be ready to respond. The world around you is dynamic. It is moving and changing all the time. Just because you learned something 10 years ago doesn't necessarily make it applicable now. Be adaptable and ready to change. Be dynamic. Be really clear why you're networking. Have a very defined understanding of your outcomes, your objectives, what you're trying to achieve. That doesn't mean you carry that into every conversation and focus only on that. But if you have clear objectives, if you have a definite purpose, then you'll recognize opportunities to help get you closer to achieving those goals every time you're talking to people in your network. Networking is all about relationships. It's about building friendships. It's about getting to know people. So disarm people when you first meet them. Disarm them with your smile. Disarm them with your charm. Disarm them with your interest in them. Networking is a long-term activity. Once you have clear objectives, you know where you want to go, keep going. It's not about short-termism. There'll be a few wins along the way and there will be a few setbacks. But once you know what you're trying to achieve, yes, you need to review it on a regular basis, but don't let those small setbacks derail you. Avoid jumping to preconceptions as soon as you meet someone. Don't be swayed by their age, by their gender, by their appearance. Get to know them first before you write them off. So those were your networking Ds. Come back soon and we'll have your networking E's.